Well, NBC 26 is your official Packers station. The Green and Gold open the preseason tonight right here on NBC 26, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Sports director Brandon Kinnard joins us live from Kentucky this morning. So, Brandon, where are you and how has this week been?
Well, Mac, it's been great. Yeah, I'm in Covington, Kentucky, actually, which is right across the Ohio River from Cincinnati, like 5 minutes from the Bengals Stadium, which is kind of weird to think about. You can be in an entirely different state, but still so close to the city, right across the river, again, the Ohio River, the famous Ohio River. Kind of a weird thought, but that's the way I've been living this week, man.
Yeah, very cool. Before we look ahead to tonight's game, let's flash back a couple days. What was your big takeaway from the joint practice on Wednesday?
Well, Matt LaFleur loves the team bonding aspect of it. He says it's great to get the guys on the road. It helps develop that team chemistry. You spend more time together in the hotel, going out to dinner, things like that. As far as the football itself, I mean, the fights definitely stood out. There were a couple skirmishes on Wednesday afternoon with Elton Jenkins involved in both of them. The Pro Bowl offensive lineman, he had to get escorted out of practice early. It's not uncommon you see something like that in a joint practice. Tempers tend to run high. There's not as many consequences for fighting as there would be in, say, a game. Before that, though, there was a lot of good work for the offense, and that was kind of the big takeaway. This is a young Packers offense. This is the first time they've had a chance to go up against another opponent. And coming off the practice field, players were really raving about Jordan Love. David Bakhtiari joked he looked like a Hall of Famer, first ballot, and Bakhtiari's got that patented sarcasm, and of course there was some sarcasm in there. But I think that Love has definitely been impressing his teammates as of late. He had a couple of great throws, including a deep ball to Romeo Doubs. Looked like a pretty impressive performance from number 10 on Wednesday afternoon.
And looking ahead to tonight, Aaron Rodgers, of course, never played in the preseason during the last few years. But what about Jordan Love? Can fans really expect to see the new starting quarterback tonight?
That's the plan right now, Mac. At least a couple of series based on the way that LaFleur and Love talked on Wednesday. LaFleur said it kind of depended how practice would go, and then they'd make their plan from there. But after practice, Love gave it away a little bit and said, yeah, I'm going to get out there at least a couple of series. And other starters are going to play as well. I mean, he mentioned even David Bakhtiari might play, which would be kind of unprecedented for him with those injuries. I'm not sure that's actually going to happen, but LaFleur said he hadn't ruled it out exactly at that point when we last talked to him on Wednesday. So, yeah, you're going to see Love. He obviously hasn't played a ton. He needs game experience. The preseason isn't going to give you what you're going to get in the regular season, but still getting out there in an uncontrolled environment where he's going to get hit for the first time in a long time. And Love even said it might be good to get out there, get knocked to the ground a couple of times just to get back in the feel of it with less than a month to go now until he makes his regular season debut as the starter.
And the preseason gives fans their first real big look at a lot of new players. Who else should Packers fans be really on the lookout for tonight?
Well, I'll stay away from the obvious ones here. Obviously, Love, you've got the receivers in Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, the rookie tight ends, and Luke Musgrave, Tucker Kraft. But I'll go somebody deeper on the depth chart, a guy who's made a lot of plays in training camp, and that's wide receiver Malik Heath, an undrafted rookie from Mississippi. He's a big-bodied receiver, 6'2", 215. Not quite Alan Lazard big when he was here, but still toward that size. Could be a good blocker if he develops in that way, and he has just made big play after big play, really dating back to the offseason OTAs and minicamp. He had a long touchdown in the practice on Wednesday, had a long touchdown in family night last Saturday. Heath has just been one of those guys where you see 18 and you look down at your roster, you're like, who is that again? That was a few weeks ago at least. Now we all remember his name because he is just, again, been involved in making plays, play after play after play, and practice after practice after practice. He and Bo Melton are competing for the final wide receiver spot on the roster right now. I'd be surprised if one of them doesn't catch a touchdown tonight. I think there's pretty good odds that one of those guys is going to make a play in Cincinnati in the preseason opener.
Brandon Kinnard reporting live from Covington, Kentucky this morning. Thank you so much, Brandon. We're going to let you get back to bed.
Thanks, guys. I got a late night tonight. We're an hour ahead, so I'll be on the air with you until 11:30 my time tonight, 10:30 your time back home. Kickoff's at 6 tonight. Our pregame's at 5. Excited to see everybody then.
Absolutely, Brandon. Thank you so much. As a reminder, don't forget you can watch all the action right here on NBC 26 tonight. Our pregame coverage begins at 5 with kickoff at 6, like Brandon mentioned, and the postgame immediately following the final whistle. That's only here on your official Packers station.
The good news for Brandon is that weather looks nice in Ohio tonight, 84 degrees and a little bit humid, but with mostly sunny skies. If we look back towards northeast Wisconsin, a few clouds as we are starting the morning off here for Friday, and we are going to see some rain in the forecast. If you're headed to Door County today, probably not the best day to spend some time at the fair, as those temperatures are rather chilly in the mid 70s, as well as seeing some thunderstorms throughout the day today. I'll let you know when we can expect calmer weather in my full forecast.